Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, BANYAMAN, double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawaka coming at you with another lesson. 2 Ezra chapter 14 verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And today's lesson is going to be on this Jake, that apparently he kind of came out and said that, the Hebrew Israelites, the prophets were right. All right. And I thought it was a very, it's a surprising thing to see, but at the same time, it's like he's not in the truth anymore. He's not in the truth, not necessarily anymore, but in general. And, it's something to, I guess, see, as well as kind of goes to show even people that are not in truth can see, where we're at. All right. Let me get this.
Required by the governor in the affected states. I've spoken to all the governors. Not today, all of them, but I've spoken to all of them thus far. And how we can be ready to go in an instant when the call comes. At my direction,
bear with me.
Secretary Austin has provided a range of capabilities both to Florida for Hurricane Milton, as well as the states impacted by Hurricane Helene. And the more capabilities are available, we assess some pressing needs. We can get whatever they need.
Of course, this is the second hurricane that hit.
Okay, I'm forgetting. I'm drawing a blank on the thing.
Katrina, then by Hurricane Rita. Katrina hit the New Orleans area. Then, of course, Rita came toward those of us in Texas and other parts there. And so this has to be just a lot of devastation.
Oh, yeah. That was crazy. But wait. Luke chapter 12 verse 45. But and if that wicked Slakia, Luke chapter 12 verse 45. But and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and an hour when he is not aware, and will come and cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbeliever. Alright, so basically the thing I wanted to bring out was how, number one, we are coming into a time where, prophecy is getting more and more decisive and clear that we are at the end. Number one. Number two, the fact that even non-elect or non-prophets, or hopeful elects, non-hopeful elects are, it's like a worldly people, worldly jakes are even able to tell that, this is, they seem to be right. They're right, but, I still don't want to be associated with them. And, that's the problem with that is this. Luke chapter 9 verse 26. For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my word and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels. Okay, so for you to be ashamed of what's right, what's truth, that's how can you be ashamed of the words of YAHAWASHI? All right, and then you're gonna expect the Lord to accept you and put in a good word for you with Yahweh. All right, let me get this.
Here's his vice president. Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States. It should come as no surprise that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump this year.
His defense secretary. Do you think Trump can be trusted with the nation's secrets ever again?
No. I mean, it's just irresponsible action that places our members at risk, places our nation's security at risk.
His national security advisor.
Donald Trump will cause a lot of damage. The only thing he cares
deny.
about is Donald Trump.
And the nation's highest-ranking military officer.
We don't take an oath to a king or queen or a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
Take it from the people who knew him best.
Okay, Slakia, trying my best. Matthew chapter 10, verse 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. All right, so let's watch this video.
Hey, what's up? It's Sammy Roman. Hey, it's John Murray.
Israelites, I'm not specifically talking about the people in the Bible per se. I mean, it's the same thing. I have a question, right? How many of you guys remember the Hebrew Israelites? When I'm talking about the Hebrew Israelites, I'm not specifically talking about the people in the Bible per se. I mean, it's the same thing, hand in hand. But I'm specifically talking about the guys, the camps, the Hebrew Israelite camps that was in every major city. They're still in every, some of them are still in every major city. But there was a time when it was out there on a large scale, on a grand scale. Isn't it safe to say, with everything that's transpiring in America right now, that everything that they were preaching, everything that they were talking about, on whether it be, it's safe to say,
Kind of galling when you realize that nutbags with the cardboard signs had it right the whole time.
see now, this is one of the reasons why I step back from talking so much about the Bible and the Israelites. And I'm not saying it was right for me to do that, but I can remember in 2014, that was the last year I stopped going so hard about it. From 2012 to 2014, I was like on this crazy rampage trying to tell everybody about the Bible, telling them who we are as the Israelites, telling them about the scriptures in the Bible. And ever since 2014, I've been low key about that. I wouldn't say I went back into the world, but it's like when I hear conversations and debates about the Bible and religion and this and that, I just kind of like just step back and I just be quiet. I stopped trying to get in debates with everybody and stop trying to force everything down people's throats, because in the midst of all of that, you have the Kemetic community. Oh, we're not no damn Israelites. The Israelites is a white man Bible. King James was a homosexual. We're from Egypt. We're from Kemet. We're descendants of Kemet. Then you have the Nation of Islam people. We need to follow Islam. We're from the tribe of Shabazz. Then you got, it's like it's a bunch of confusion. Then you got the Moorish community. You got a bunch of people saying we're Moors. And that right in there is like a whole bunch of confusion within this. Because when you look back at the history of the Moors, they were also Israelites. But they had a mixture of the teachings of the scriptures and Islam. It was a whole bunch of confusion in 2014. So in the Israelite community, you're debating, not really debating, but you're trying to edify a lot of our people who don't even believe in God, who don't even believe in the scriptures or anything, trying to teach them who we are, because there's unrefutable proof that we are those people of the Bible. You can't run from it. I try to ignore it. I try to avoid it. I try to get into debates about it, try to get into topics about it, everything. But you can't run from it. It's right there. It's plain and simple. You got celebrities talking about it now. Look what happened to Kanye, Kyrie Irving. I remember back in 2016, 2015, you had, what's that basketball player? I think Amir Stoudemire. I don't know if I said his name right. He was trying to teach people about that. It's out there. You can't deny it. But before we get into the debate of the New Testament being false and not our book, Christ not being the Savior and everything, can we at least focus on getting our people to know who they are according to the Bible? Can we get to that first? I mean, me personally, I don't agree that the New Testament.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna let this keep on playing, but yeah, if you want to watch the rest, the link is gonna be in the description. But the main, things is just that, like, well, even look at one of the things I want to get into is look at what he was saying with how, like, now it's irrefutable. Even you have celebrities that are talking about it and making it public, like you said, Kanye and Kyrie being one of the I think bigger identifiers of speaking, or not necessarily speaking truth, but being demonized for speaking truth, because he had to pay I think it was $500,000 fine for just sharing that link. All right, and he just letting people know, what people, who we are, and not even promoting or anything like that. Just basically sharing a link and whatnot. And it was just from that small little thing that he's being demonized. And you got freaking Cat Williams and Kanye West being called, crazy. Oh, they're on drugs. They're not of sound mind and all this stuff like that. They don't know what they're saying, to try to invalidate anything that they say in order to make people think, oh, so as a result of them being crazy, just don't even pay any heed to that. All right, so slacking about that, that's a tangent, but it doesn't change the fact that, yeah, like people that actually are not fully under Esau's delusion, they know, they see what's going on, and they're starting to raise an eyebrow at the things that's going on right now. As a result of that, yeah, there are people that be like, oh, well, hold on, like, now with this in mind, maybe these Hebrew Israelites are right. Maybe they had a point. Maybe all the things that they were saying is true, especially when I was talking all that shit about them. I was, bad mouthing them, debating them, like as he said he was doing. All right, and that is a big. That's a big an important thing to take note of. All right, with the fact that things is not. It's not sweet right now, and it's not gonna get any easier. All right, there's only going to be more and more prophecies is rearing their heads, and especially with the whole MOTB. All right, which Yahawadah is coming sooner rather than later. All right, and then even though lots of people receive the warnings, all right, people they're not gonna heed the warnings. All right, so people are aware of what they should and shouldn't do, but they're still gonna take the counsel of Esau, Edom. Now, with that being said, people are also they might be getting scared, and that's the thing. Sometimes you really don't. Well, me personally, I'll say, speaking as a man, I'm not necessarily afraid. I'm not afraid of all the stuff that's going on. But actually, as a matter of fact, let me get this, because I wanted to use this, but let me use this instead. I think Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah 10 verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So yes, verse 2. The heathen are dismayed, they're afraid of all the stuff that's going on the signs of heaven. All right, this may cause someone to feel consternation or distress. So what distress is, getting stressed or just getting fearful. Okay, just to oversimplify it. All right, so people take issue and have problems with what's going on, but we should be happy for all when the MLT, obviously when we're not gonna we're not gonna take it, but we still are happy that the MLTB gets implemented because we know that these are the signs of Yahawashi's return. This is what we are looking for. All right. Let me see if I can get that too.
Changing our responses, and I think about Katrina, and then you had Ike and the other storms that threatened after Katrina, and people got up and they evacuated. Unfortunately, because of the storm surge here with the lean and people telling horror stories.
Matthew chapter 24 verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So Yahawashi was saying that all the things that's going on, all the bad, quote unquote, bad stuff that's happening, they have to come to pass, because these are the signs that Yahawashi that he is going to return. All right. So yeah, we are happy about this, but people that are not following after the words of Yahawashi, they're not happy about it. They're scared. They're scared because they don't know what to do. They're scared because, Yahawashi is actually going to return. Like, it looks like all the things that the prophets were saying are true. So does that mean that, like, am I going to be punished for going against the Lord, being carnal, being worldly? All right. So this is the thing that these people have to be fearful of. All right. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 31 is a fearful thing to put into the hands of the living power. All right, and it is going to be very fearful if people or if you're not on the right side of the Lord. All right, if you're not on the Lord's good side to receive His mercy, if you were just a straight up demon, the Lord's gonna leave you to be destroyed in the most miserable and painful way possible. All right, in that lake of fire, of the thermonuclear missiles. All right, which is not like it's not like a hell that's under the ground. It's basically hell is like is a condition, not a place. All right. Ezekiel 33 verse 33, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. And this guy, he sees it now. He sees it now. He's not seeing it later down the line. And that's the thing. Not everyone is going to see it early. All right. He is, someone that sees it now. But the thing is he going to repent? Okay? And so far, it doesn't look like he is. All right. He does recognize that, maybe I shouldn't have been, trying to go against, the prophets. All right. Now, Matthew chapter 10 verse 16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, so it's the main thing is just that we have to be wise. I'm not saying to go out and proclaim, oh, you are an Israelite in every facet of your life, but the main thing, which he says that he doesn't go out debating or talking to literally anyone, or whenever someone's having that conversation to jump in. And I'm not saying that you have to do that, but the main thing is that be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So give the appearance that you're peaceful, and don't go trying to start conflict, or not even necessarily start conflict, because the people of this society, they take words as conflict and contention, and they take words as violence. That's basically the best way to put it. So the things that we say, okay, we have to watch what we say, because they really want to take away our free speech. All right. So don't go trying to debate any and everyone, which you shouldn't even be debating. If people don't want to hear it, then hey, they don't want to hear it. Just respect that, and by respect that I mean preserve your own ass. Alright, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, about the ball, and shalom.